Hi there, this is Scott, and this is my first video on Minecraft. It took me a while to find a good program that would capture the screens. Now that I have, I'm going to play. I created this world. This is the first day, first moments in the world. You can see the sun's just going up. I have one day to create a place to live, to protect me from the night. So I'll start out by chopping some wood. It's good to have the cows here because later I'd like to get some milk, and I like making the cakes. I know they have problems with that. I have to chop the wood down. You need to have a certain amount of wood to start the game. It'd be nice to have a bed, but you have to find sheep, as far as I know, to make the bed. There's nothing else I know of to make a bed with. Here's a pumpkin! Pumpkins are cool because when the, I don't know what you call them, I cannot remember what you call the little, if you're wearing a pumpkin mask, they can't see you. Now they see you once you hit them, but you get a couple of swings in and you're wearing armor, you do pretty good. Enderman? I think they're called Enderman. That's what they're called. Well, I'm trying to get here. I know from the last time I did this that somewhere around here is a village. I played this once before last time, and I got killed real quickly because I jumped in a well, and it was deeper than the ones I was used to, and I couldn't get out. So that was no good. I think I see the village over there. I'll do this tree and then we'll go. It's good to have quite a bit of wood. You can make all the tools you want out of wood. They're not quite as efficient, but you got to have them if you want to get the rest of them. This is not as exciting as a lot of the other video tutorials you're going to watch on Minecraft, because I realized that the things I had the hardest trouble with were trying to get started. I had a hard time getting started in the thing. There was not anything that told me how you live through the first day. That was my big thing, is that how am I supposed to live through the first day? You can't play the rest of the game unless you live through the first day. You know, this is not quite the same. They didn't start me in the same place. My village is not here. There is a temple or a church or whatever that's built, but I did not see the village that I saw before. And that's okay. But here's a little trick I learned. You want to keep the creatures from getting in at night, since I can't find any sheep right now. And if you're going to do that, you need to have something to block the doors with. And sand works pretty good, and it's easy to chop up. I will go out and peek a little bit because I have got half a day left. I have nothing to make, very little to make torches with. Torches are going to be a pain here. I can see that. I think what I'll do is I'll climb to the top of this small mountain, and I'll look from there because I should see far enough to see if they put me in the same spot, the village will be there. But if they haven't, and as you can see, no village within sight. So that basically means out of luck, huh? Okay. Since that is the problem, we will go in here, and I will work with what is in here to make what I can. Here is I hear a skeleton. He must be underground. There will be a couple of doors here. You got to make sure you don't miss a door. There's 4 or 5 doors, depending on how we do it. The 4 are up here, and there may be a main door. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to totally seal them until you get inside. Nothing can get in, but this place will get really, really dark. There's no front door. Okay. Here's the way you make your stuff. Oh, there is one. Where is he? This is bad. I'm going to die, people. Sorry. Okay, that's what happens. From the very beginning, just appeared here. I have created this world before, so I know a little bit about what some of it looks like, but I'm not sure they've dropped me in the same exact place. I have looked through these tutorials, and the things that I have found is that they don't deal with the first few days. I know they're kind of boring, but if you don't know how to get through the first couple of days, you're not going to make it at all. So here's what I do to make it through my first few days. I collect some dirt. That's to make my house that night. And you have to start building that house. You need to have some things for it. Usually about 30 blocks of dirt is enough for a decent house. Now, if you just want to make an emergency, there's another way to do that. But I didn't think you wanted to see me sit all night in the dark. So we're not going to do that. So we'll get 30 things of wood or of dirt, and then some wood, and then I got to go around and look for something. And about halfway through the day, I need to start preparing for the night. For those of you where this is a brand new game and you haven't done it much, I'm not going to show you the basic keystrokes. You need to learn that, but I will talk to you about what you need to do. And the object is to survive the night. You need a place to live. And you can't have a big, wonderful house the first night. If you haven't prepared for it. I mean, well, you won't have one the first night, but you can't get a good, great house if you don't make it through the first night. I think you need, it's nice if you could get 20 pieces of wood. That's a little rough sometimes. But here's what you do. There's the music telling me the half day mark is there. I'm going to take my inventory as it says. I'm going to collect one piece of wood up here to give me 4 blocks. Put those blocks in to make me a crafting table. Now that I have a crafting table, I can put it down here. And I can take this other wood and I can make myself a couple of things. Here's my sticks, and you can see how I'm doing this. Here is a pickaxe. That'll make it a little faster. Wood's not a great thing for crafting and making tools because they just aren't very strong. But there's an axe. You can see how I've put these pieces in here. And the other thing I need is a sword. So there I have a sword. I have my other things. I do need some more wood. I'll tell you what I am going to do, since it's already in here and I know I'm going to get wood. I will do one more. I don't need that. I will make another axe because the wood doesn't last very long. Okay, here's 4. I want to take this with me. I don't want to do it again. And we'll go to the next tree. And you can see how much quicker it is. It's a couple strokes quicker. And it gave me an achievement, I think, probably because I'm using the axe. I don't know. Alright. And you can see I just chop and fill all I can. I did take the one pumpkin so that I have a mask. You can wear it as a mask. Now here's what you had to have. Okay? It'll be a little better now. You use a pickaxe and you need 8 of these. There's 3, 4. I don't want to find an underground tunnel or anything right now. There's 6, 7, 8. And what that does is it can build an oven. So I'm going to go look a few minutes. Where is the sun? It's half day is there. And I'm going to try to not veer too far from around here. I got 2 trees over there that I half chopped, as you saw that, so I can look from there. I'll go up to the top of a mountain, a small mountain here. I'm not going to go way over there, but I'll go up here and look and see what I've got. There's some water. It's always nice to have water around. Waters your crops. You got to find crops. There is grass. This is my 3rd time to do this world, and it started me here the last couple of times. And the problem was that I went to that church over there, and I got inside the last time, and dumb thing had 2 skeletons in it, and I didn't have any armor and no weapons, and I died. So I've started it over, just to show that it isn't easy to do your first day all the time. And I don't have any food right now. There's a village. That'll do it, see. You got a village that I couldn't find last time. This is a shortcut. If you can find a village and start your world out with that, that's wonderful. If you didn't, then it's really rough, because I will be able to get quite a bit of food here now because they already have it. Now when you get the food, you chop it with the right or with the left, and you plant it with the right. So chop it and plant it. That way you don't lose it, and then make sure you plant it with the same thing you had before. So I went to number 8 now, and now I'm on number 8, and I'll replant. And see, there's one where I got 3. They try to give you a little more than what you get, so there I now have 5 extra potatoes. That's food. The bread does the same way. You have to have grain to make your bread. So you're going to have to find a lot of those. This is a poisonous potato. I'm not sure what those are for just yet, but I don't eat them. I figure if it says poisonous, I don't need to eat them. There may be a way to put them on a weapon or something so that they're more effective. I don't know. Or it just may be that that's just the funny stuff and you shouldn't eat it. If you haven't been in the village before, these guys are very strange. You can trade with them if you have the right things. You go over and you left click on them, or right click on them, and when you right click on them, then you will see what they will give you and what they need to have in trade. But for right now, I'm just going to do this. It will be a little tough because they are, I'll have to go through an entire night without sleeping in the bed, which is normally pretty boring. It won't be because I can make a good weapon. I can go fight, and that can be fun. The villagers get attacked here. This is how I died the first time. This is my third time to do this because the first 2 times I died. The first time was kind of dumb. I jumped in a well to get some things, and I am used to the wells being 1, maybe 2 levels deep, and I can stack something on the bottom and climb out. And this one went way down 8 or 10 levels, and I drowned. I couldn't get out. It's okay. I learned. I did things without thinking. You shouldn't. One of the things you can do to get more people in the village is to add doors. I'd read that the number of doors in the village divided by 3 is how many villagers there can be in the village. So I mean, you can do that. That'd be okay. Right now, all I'm doing is collecting food, as you can see, and I dropped one there in the water. This is carrots. Carrots are good for eating, of course, just as they are. You just pull them out. You don't have to make them into bread or anything. Potatoes are the same way. Each potato and carrot only does you one heart, but that's not so bad either. They're not hard to get, and it's just about dark, isn't it? Okay, so we will go over to the if I can find it, we will go over to the blacksmiths, because there's stuff in there. I need to find that if I can. You hear the glubbing down there. That's I need to hurry. I'm going to get stuck somewhere here. I don't see the blacksmiths. It's here somewhere. I lucked on it last time. This time I need to find it, I guess. There it is. Come away, and then here's the blacksmith. So you go there. I don't want the monsters following me. I may just stay in there tonight instead of fighting them like I did last time. Here is, I need to make my oven. Although I think there's an oven here right outside, but we'll make an oven so I can show you. And then there's your oven. And you need to take a couple of pieces of wood. Take one at the top, one at the bottom. And here's armor. This is wonderful. I can make an obsidian, I think, I can do with this. I can make an obsidian sword, and I think that will be pretty darn tough. See, there's one of these. That will cook the wood. And while it's cooking the wood, I need to make one more now we'll see here. Can I make an obsidian sword? No. Can you do anything with it? No? So I can't make an obsidian sword. That's too bad. Okay, well since I can't do that, I'll see what you can do with the obsidian later. I will look it up so that I know. Right now, I will put on some armor. This is pretty good, you know. Usually it takes a long time to find enough iron ore to make that much armor. Well, there's this. And now what I can do here is I can make some torches. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you can see that makes me some torches. So now I have torches. And just put one in here, just lights the place up, and it means there won't be any creatures accidentally in here. I want to keep the box. Oh. Okay. I haven't heard any bad guys yet. Let's see what I have to make. I have a stove now. I have obsidian. There, here are the monsters. I have one piece of wood left. I have a box. I have this, but it's not the same. So I have 5 blocks of wood left, which means I could make another tool. And I have some handles, so I can do that. I think we're going to make bread. I can make... Alright, so I can make 9. I have plenty of food now. Okay? Plenty of food. And I can stand here tonight. You can hear the guys in there. They are fighting. I'll go see what I can do here. There's one down. The one with the armor on his head will be a little tougher than some of the others. But he doesn't have a lot. Oh, and I got a helmet. And I died again. Okay, we will respawn. And the idea now is somehow not to die. And all of my stuff is waiting back in the village, which is over there. Come on. I need to keep away from the bag. Oh, there's the skeletons. That's bad. This is what happens when you die. Now, if I can get back, all my stuff is sitting there. See all my stuff. I think now we'll just stay here. It's almost time for morning. I died, but I managed to get all my stuff back, so I'm really okay. That doesn't happen often. I just happen to have been able to get back where I was. But now that I've killed a skeleton, I can make some bone meal, which is good for growing plants. I didn't lose anything. I have my food back. The gold helmet, I'm not sure if it's better or not. Probably not, but it's kind of cool. So I'll save my 2 helmets, they're good. And I've got this food left. And today will be spent trying to find sheep. It's morning now, the monsters are gone, and I can go around and try to find some sheep. I don't have anything to make shears with, so... Oh, poop. Hopefully that's the worst word you'll hear me say is poop. That's an irritation. I didn't expect the skeleton was there from a shadow. Obviously didn't die. Alright, sand slides. Sandstone doesn't, but sand slides. So if I want to climb up the sand like that, I have to build a stair, which is okay. There. And here we are. There's still more cows, but now I have the ability to get wood about twice as quick. Because I'm using the wood instead of my hands. I'm glad they let you chop the stuff up with your hands. That beats the heck out of trying to find an axe somewhere in the world before you can ever chop your first piece of wood. Somebody made the comment that this isn't very realistic, it doesn't follow very many of the rules of physics and everything, and I thought, it's an alien world, it has some different rules than we're used to, but they're consistent, and you just have to learn them. You can read about them before you play, or you can just go in and hope about it. There's a chicken. Chickens are cool. They're easy to take care of. You just have to you collect their eggs, and about 1 in every 10 or 12 eggs will 1 in 10 or 12 eggs will give you a chicken. But I got a piece of chicken, a whole chicken, and you don't kill them all, but I'm going to kill 2. Then there's feathers, and feathers are used to make arrows for your bow. Best way to get a bow is you have to kill a spider or get it off a skeleton. I don't have one, so we won't get to go that way. I should be okay now. I just would like to find chickens so that I could or chickens. I'd like to find some sheep, simply so I could sleep in a bed. But sometimes that takes a little bit. There is something wrong with the refresh screen, and this last level that they put in there, sometimes you get rid of things and they come back, or sometimes they just look like they do, like that, and then they're really gone. And I don't know why they do that. Obviously it's in the programming. And I think I just dropped some wood down that old chute into the water. We're not going down there after it, so fortunately, he probably cannot see me. You see my armor's about halfway. And I've got 11. Oops. He saw me, but he's got a problem. And here's a couple of them. I'm faster than they are, thank goodness. Here's Flint. And you come over here and fight. I need to wait on him just in case he does get through. He didn't. I don't want to go down in there. This is flint. Well, it's gravel. Gravel gives you flint about every 30 or 40 pieces that you break. I hope I get one here so I can show it to you. There is also a little glitch, not a glitch, but I can stack this same gravel back up and use it again. If I need to. So I didn't get any flint this time, but I will use it to get some later. You know, one of the things I have done here that's not so good is I have stepped outside my village. There it is. It's hard to keep your directions going, and since it's been a half a day, I need to go find my village again. Hopefully it's right around here. If it's not, I have everything with me right now, but it would have been nice to have... I think I have a problem. Can you say lost? I didn't pay enough attention. Nah, full problems. I do have enough wood and I am for stuff now to take care of myself, but oh, there we are. I did not find any sheep. I tell you what, I think maybe the easiest thing here to do, and this is kind of just a choice on my part, is I really don't want to not take you through all of it, because I don't think it's fair for me to just come back and say, well, look, here's what I found, here's what I did, because then you don't get to see how it was done. But let's, you hold the space bar down to float on the water, and then push the W button to move forward, or whatever direction you want to move. you know, while I'm doing this, I have a lot of stuff now, but a few things of sand wouldn't hurt to make some glass. I don't want to make a lot of glass because it takes a lot of coal to do that. I haven't found any coal yet. I've used charcoal from the wood, and it's effective, but you waste a lot of wood. I'd rather find the charcoal, which does a much better job. It's much easier to take care of. But right now, since I don't see any sheep, I don't see any pigs, I've only seen 2 chickens. This is acacia wood, which I can see in the distance that there's places I haven't been yet. I have 36 pieces of wood. And we're going to do a few more There isn't any reason for me to build a house yet. I'll do that later. I think what I'll do is when tonight's ends, I will stop I'm going to go back to the village and go through part of the evening, and then I think I'll stop the video here as soon as I get into a place for the night. It makes sense to me. It's a good place to stop. And then tomorrow I will stock up one more time before I take off. And I think we may just leave the village and go on our own. I need to make some more tools. I need to get some things settled. But and I think it's good if I can get into the if I can get into the blacksmiths again, but I don't see it. That's how you trade. You click 18 of these will give me an emerald. So it would be good for me to trade with him tomorrow before I leave. Alright, I'm going to stay in here, I think. There's a door, there's a house. Some of these guys rip you off. I mean, 3 breads for an emerald isn't too hot, but some of the other stuff was. I will see you later. I need to eat a bit here. Why don't we do that before we go? You got to keep the food down. Keep that food on the right side full so that the hearts on the left will start picking back up, and you can see they're doing it. I have achieved level 1, almost level 2. You start out at level 0 or nothing. So I'm going to stop for now, and I will see you at the next video, I hope. Thank you.